Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota 2 Champions League. We are here with the Imperial and Kaipi in the BO3. Game 1 going to Imperial in pretty convincing fashion after a second pick Broodmother to deal with a Drow strategy. Kaipi, well, they're looking to lick their wounds and kick back into high gear. But I'm not alone for this broadcast. I'm here with Mike Laris, and we're going to try and break down what's going to be happening in game number 2. And hopefully we can make some sense into that second pick Broodmother working out.
It's a good hero up against Drow. It's a hero that it's very easy to kind of undercompensate for and overcompensate for, right? Like, you could pick up one too many good heroes versus Brood, and Brood has a bad game, but then you get screwed over by someone else, or you don't have enough, and then Brood dominates you. It's very hard to walk that very, very fine line. So good for Imperial to kind of bust that out early and really screw Kaipi over from the get-go in the draft. It's a lot more difficult to do something like that up against a Batrider opening, though, for Kaipi, so they will have that working for them.
Oh, well, the Oracle instant response to the Batrider. So. And they pick Sing Sing's Kunkka. There's that too. So overall, a very standard draft coming out here from Imperial, as well as Kaipi going for the Shadow Demon, so Morphlings in the books. So already Imperial have to look towards those heroes they don't want to play against. Is it a Luna? Is it a Morphling? Maybe even AM. Makes it really hard to draft once you let the Shadow Demon through.
10 seconds remaining.
Sand King also still in the pool, so that's as far as Kaipi bans, something that they should be looking out for with their banning phase now. But Shadow Demon, Batrider, it's a much safer opening for Kaipi, mostly because looking at Imperial's heroes, yes, they're strong, but they're not going to be like cheesing you out of a game like a Ursa or a Broodmother type strong. They're just traditionally strong, so Kaipi can afford to kind of play their own game for a little bit. Imperial are going to ban out those Shadow Demon illusion synergistic heroes, but this is an interesting start for Imperial because it looks like they may just have picked up their 2 supports. These are pretty well-rounded supports, but yeah, it is something that Kaipi can work around. Kunkka roaming is not the most guaranteed thing, and Oracle is most likely going to be very static. So Kaipi should know more or less the lanes that they're going up against, at least in the for the enemy safe lane, for their top lane.
Oh, well, definitely have to see, but Kaipi, I like how they remember how to ban Husker. You don't just have that mindset. Sometimes in the draft, it's really easy to get locked into the mindset. Okay, the Oracle's there for our Batrider, and then they drop the Husker on you in the 5th phase, and then you're like, oh. So it's good that they remember this, and they ban out the Husker first before they get into any trouble. It looks like Imperial have got the memo. Luna Shadow Demon is not something you give away. So they ban out the Luna, and I never thought I would see the day Luna gets banned, because she's always been unpopular, and all of a sudden she's good. So Morphling remains unbanned for now. Kaipi, they have that option to pick up Morphling, and I kind of feel like they will, and maybe Imperial are just leading them right into it.
Yeah, there's a chance that we see a Morphling here. For either side, it's actually still pretty decent. But for Kaipi, getting some sort of synergy with the Shadow Demon is going to be pretty important as well. Getting, I think, a solid mid lane hero, like it could be the Batrider. There's a chance for that, but a mid hero that isn't going to need a ton of help is probably going to be in Kaipi's best interest as well. Even if that hero isn't the most traditionally strong hero, should be what they should be considering at this point. As I mentioned earlier, Sand King's still in. I don't see any reason why Imperial shouldn't go for a strong hero like that. It seems perfectly fine to me. A lot of AoE magic damage at that point.
Centaur, well, Imperial, they must have had a history of playing Centaur.
I think it's like, yeah, it's one of Imperial's
things.
It's one of their heroes, like the Broodmother Baby Knight, like a thing that they do.
And they have a lot of things, and that's getting quite some cute bans for them. And you talked about Imperial's win streak. How many are they up to now?
Oh, I don't know, man. A lot. They may be pushing double digits of games, not matches.
Okay, but what sort of opponents have they been facing? Is it I hate the tier system, but they've been taking on tier 3s?
No, their opponents have been like teams from this tournament, like that kind of level.
Okay. So around the tier 2-ish level.
5 seconds.
It's pretty decent. And PA is going to be grabbed up. We'll see if this is a support PA, the meme support PA that we've been hearing about on Reddit. in the pro scene, in the grapevine. I look forward to it, but one thing's for sure, PA Oracle is something not to be messed with. First of all, the Oracle makes the PA very hard to kill for a few seconds, and any kind of big crits that she lifesteals from will get healed up as well. So there is something else to think about when facing up against this PA. But Kaipi, now that they see this PA, do they still go Morphling? Is the question.
Yeah, I don't really see any reason to deviate right now. PA is a strong hero, yes, but isn't really a hero that demands hard counters the way you combat up against a PA. Disables are one thing, and Shadow Demon Batrider is a pretty good start to that. But the more pressure you could apply early game to her laning phase, the better off you're going to be. Make the Phantom Assassin, who usually wants to fight kind of early-ish, kind of the early mid-game, make her fight while underfarmed. And then you just constantly kill her off, and then you have a very similar situation to what we saw the Drow Ranger was in the last game. Razor's a good hero to kind of do all of
I thought
that.
you
Maybe
hated
they
this
won't
guy.
run into each other in lane, but if they do, Stifling Dagger, it's decent to get the farm. But this is going to be how Kaipi limit the Phantom Assassin.
I thought you hated this hero.
I do hate this hero.
Okay. This Darkseer pick I kind of like because there are very few heroes that Kaipi can draft now to actually deal with it in the lane. One of them being Anti-Mage, but you don't want to pick Anti-Mage against PA. The Chinese regard it as a hard counter to AM actually, PA. So, especially with X Mark PA, it's not the best idea to go AM. So we'll see if Kaipi still takes the AM route. There is an Omni Knight to help him out now, but this Omni Knight I feel would pair better with a Morphling. But double defensive supports, I'm not smelling it. I'm not liking
Well,
this.
it's actually not that bad offensively because you can disrupt someone into guarantee a purification, like kind of a Shadow Demon Dazzle type of combo there. So
But you
you
can't
can
roam.
make it so that you land offensive spells, and Phantom Assassin, Oracle, they're both really, really soft and kind of prone to that. But yeah, Degen Aura, I'm not really sure if that's going to be getting a lot of value here. Even Repel seems kind of mediocre in this game. Like, you're going to get value out of it, yes, by blocking Kunkka spells and purifying flames and whatnot, but it's not like Imperial are 100% reliant on those magic combos that Repel is going to brick wall. So it seems like just an okay game for Omni Knight. He is going to get a lot more value, though, out of Guardian Angel up against PA. That's pretty good.
Might force the PA to tech into something that isn't the standard Vanguard dash, so go into with a Diffusal Blade, reduce some of that damage output that she can throw out. Maybe. But I'm not favoring this Omni Knight pick. It almost felt like they're block picking it, but on the other hand, will Imperial actually go for an Omni Knight here? I don't know. It's possible now that Imperial run a greedy jungle, even, or a greedy mid, because Kaipi's supports don't gank. That's pretty much it. They don't gank. Razor can't solo kill anyone. So there is a huge option for greed here for Imperial. So I want to see how that goes. It's definitely a better draft so far for Imperial, I would say.
Kaipi are looking for a safe laner, and usually those safe laners aren't really going to be accelerating your entire team into an early mid-game timing push. So Imperial can probably just hit the brakes and play this game pretty slow with the PA, and I don't really see at this point any reason why they shouldn't do that. So getting a very slow safe laner
Mirana?
for the Imperial side
Ben.
seems something that Kaipi can't really punish. Morphling is the pick, and that's not going to change pretty much anything for Imperial. They may be a little bit hard to disable light, and that is somewhat of a concern, but the Morphling can't pressure the Imperial side enough in the context of the team to make it so that Imperial have to kind of overcompensate with mid-game power. So they could just pick up a better late-game draft right now, and then Kaipi will have to be the ones playing aggressively.
Yeah, Morphling Omni Knight is kind of a thing. Got a lot of burst on it. What I do think though is the Morphling might go middle and Razor go to the safe lane. It's very possible. But either way, it could work. Or they go aggressive tri lane with this Morphling. You talked about taking aggression over to the enemy. You got Shadow Demon, you got Omni Knight. It's got quite a bit of burst. Let that Batrider sit middle. Oh ho ho ha 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 ha. Well, time to bring out the PTSDs, huh?
Another one of those weird baby knight
things.
heroes.
Well, I like
Just
this guy
Baby Knight
already.
things.
I hope they go far. Imperial. This
Yeah, I
is
mean, Baby Knight has these pocket heroes that he's able to bust out, and sometimes you just get instant wins off of, like we saw in the last game with the Broodmother. In this game, Sniper is not necessarily going to be one of those heroes. He does have a lot of good help with him, a lot of frontline, the save from the Oracle. Kind of you have to play around with your Sniper like you play around a friendly Drow Ranger, right? And similarly for Kaipi, they have to get on top of the Sniper and make sure to take him down fast and quick. But it seems like this game, the Sniper is going to be
10 seconds
more
remaining.
good than bad. That's for sure. Up against what Kaipi
not
have.
a lot of
Getting on
reach
top of
here.
the Sniper is going to be
Remaining.
hard.
Yeah, not a lot of reach for Kaipi, and they have the bailout with the Oracle. They even have Darkseer to surge him away from trouble. This is potentially good sniper game. I don't know. I'm excited already. We're gonna bring this to the game number 2, guys. With that draft ending, we have Imperial 1 game up against Kaipi. The winner will progress, loser goes home. That's pretty much how this tournament is run. Single elimination, pretty brutal at the start with those BO1s as well. But now it's a BO3, and Kaipi have lost their first chance at securing the BO3. So now they gotta put some weight in this game. Otherwise, they're going home, and Imperial are gonna walk out the doors 2-0. So we're gonna run through the teams very quickly. We have Kaipi on the Radiant, Bones 7 on the Morphling, Fluff and Stuff, Shadow Demon 3-3, Coons on that Bat Rider. We have Sexy Bamboo playing the Omni Knight, and Sing Sing playing Razor. I'd like to see how Bamboo deals with this. I don't know, how is he gonna be aggressive on this hero?
Bambo finds a way, dude.
Repel and run at
Usually
him?
usually in order to be aggressive, like you need to find good angles with degen aura.
Mhm.
I don't think that's easy up against Imperial because of surge, because of sniper range, because of phantom strike. He's gonna have to do the disruption purify combo if they're actually
Wave
gonna
Purify?
get any action, I think.
There's Wave Purify as well. Well, Baby Knight is going to be playing a sniper. Got himself a nice little hat. Noya on the Kunkka. We have Haste Joe playing Darkseer. We have Rise playing the Oracle. We've got Ace playing Phantom Assassin with the... Well, with this lineup, I don't know. Who do you favor draft-wise? I like what you did with the percentages in game number 1. You favored them 60-40, so this time, how's the feeling?
Well, the sniper is gonna be a little bit more of a question mark here between sniper and PA. Like those are two heroes that even when you're ahead, they can just get instantly smashed in a fight and then not do anything. So it's a lot harder to say that Imperial have a better draft here. That being said, I don't think the Razor has many good matchups up against what the Imperial have. I don't think the Omni Knight is really good here, so I'm gonna favor Imperial even more in this game just because I really don't like what Kaipi have done with this Omni Knight and Razor.
Yeah.
And also, I don't like Razor. So, like, no matter
Yeah.
what, when you pick him up, you're not going to get points in my book.
Razor's
Unless
only
it's, like, time. and this isn't
debatably
that.
good in the Drow lineup, right?
Yeah.
And I think Sing Sing is going to get
Yeah,
run
a
over
lot of-
by a sniper alone. There is
Up against a
nothing
lot
Razor
of
can do
melee
sniper.
heroes, then Razor's great. But that's not the case here.
There's nothing a Razor can do against sniper, I think.
hmm
You can Plasma Field spam, I think that's about it. But going regen light here, Razor, wow. Very brave, only going for the 2 tangos shared. It's gonna be very hard for him to play. Joe drops an early ward here. Will reveal Sexy Bamboo and Razor. So Sing Sing going for the Link level 1. I mean, against a sniper, do you even maybe opt towards a boots first build? You know, just to get some lane dominance with the static link? I almost feel like you might
yeah.
need to do it instead of going Wraith Band and try to contest his last hits.
I mean, Sniper doesn't have a lot of base damage,
Ooh,
but
missed.
by going for a more aggressive boots build, you're kind of forcing Sniper to also get boots, but also consider points and take aim. And take aim's pretty good in this game, but usually you want to be going for the more offensive, more kind of last hit oriented build of headshot, get some shrapnel, just pressure. So I think there's definitely merit to that, but you could just out damage the Sniper as well. Like Sniper's base damage sucks. So Sing Sing could just
The
whip out
battle
every creep, and
begins.
Sniper will, in theory, for Kaipi, not be able to contest that. So just kind of leveraging his mediocre but still higher base damage than the
The
Sniper.
thing is, Razor
I think
he can't actually be super aggressive because there are some very scary ganks that could be coming out from Imperial. The Oracle Kunkka combos might actually kill him off very easily. Razor is not exactly tank. He's got nice stats and everything, but he's not super tanky, especially if you get 3-man. And Baby Knight already gonna start with no damage, so I think Sing's gonna have a good time early on, and then once the levels for the sniper comes in, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, and like this is when you don't really need to have something like boots. You just steal a little bit. Baby Knight's base damage is terrible already. I'm not sure if you could like deplete him so that headshot also doesn't do damage, but top lane they found Batrider and they just jump on him and smash him. That's the Oracle Kunkka combo, not the cleanest setup for a torrent, but it does most of the time work. And with Phantom Assassin jumping in, yeah, not a good start for this top lane, and it's not really gonna get any better anytime soon.
Yeah, we'll see what the Omni Knight can do. He's running up top now. He's gonna look for, maybe look to just cover his Batrider. There's still the issue, I think, of the purge from the Oracle. Oh, wait for the torrent. Gonna bail him out. So I do believe the purge can't be targeted onto repel units, but if it's already mid-flight, it will actually debuff the repel. So I could be wrong. It's like some kind of advanced mechanic, but I remember reading it somewhere. Like if you hit a creep near a repel target, it will purge it away.
Yeah, repel is definitely one of those weird mechanical spells, so I'm not exactly sure how that behaves, but repel isn't still isn't going to be the best here. Bamboo is going to be melee up against a lot of poking and prodding, and Phantom Assassin, she's level 2. Yeah, she's level 2, so she's ready to go.
Yeah. Well, the napalm stacks are coming. These supports do not have magic stick, so that's something to worry about. The bounty rune will be secured by Bamboo here. His presence alone, I think, has made some much needed space for his buddy. Sing Sing getting a C as Lulu. But he's winning. 10 and 9 to the Snipers 4-1. So Baby Knight getting crushed for now. But he is going for the max Shrapnel build. So that thing was really scary. A lot.
Like Sniper just has terrible base damage, and his projectile's great, but it doesn't matter when you can't do any damage. And now he actually has no damage, so he's still shrapneling Sing Sing.
Going
no
for
damage.
The save there, the repel. Yep, gonna be well timed, but I think he's still gonna die if he's not careful. This could be a potential triple kill here if he's doing it nicely. Neuer gonna get caught, but the dagger's coming out, and the Purifying Flames, they're gonna take a lot of damage. 3-3. Just be careful for now. Rise does have the 2 sticky napalm charges on him. Very low in mana as well, and Sexy Bamboo's presence already has aided him quite a fair bit, so must say pretty good.
Yeah, making sure the Batrider is getting, yes, shared experience, but experience nonetheless. And this is kind of what I said that they had to do, or what they should do, is pick up a mid lane hero that's individually strong. He's kind of getting a lot more out of it than he really should be, just because he's going up against such a good matchup with Sing Sing.
Look at the damage there, the X mark as well. Sing Sing gonna lose a bit of damage, but no, I mean Sing Sing gonna gain a little bit of damage, but Sing Sing already taking a huge amount of hurt there from that Shrapnel Torrent combo. It's just a little bit of damage, but it's not something he won't come back from. He has his bottle now. It's not gonna be enough health regen. Baby Knight's gonna be annoying very soon. He does have that plasma field. The headshots coming in. Baby Knight might kill Sing Sing off. The Shrapnel now gonna reveal him. Nope, he pre-fires it to the front, so it will not be covering Sing Sing's escape route. But he is unable to go into the fray now. Oh, Sexy Bamboo gonna get daggered up. Unfortunately, the dagger going onto the centaur instead of Bamboo himself. But meanwhile, Sing Sing has to be careful here. Neuer could look to take him out. This invisible Kunkka.
I think the best he can do here is cancel a Clarity. He's not even going to do that. Not worth it. Not worth the risk. But
no, he's going to use the Iron Shell. I wish he had the boots though. He's so slow.
Is this Iron Shell going to do anything? Is it level 2? It is level 2. Okay. He's going to steal the experience if he stays out of this Batrider sight range. That's not nothing. Yeah. He's level 2, Batrider's level 3, and now Kunkka's level 3 also. Yeah, I mean, that's some pretty good value, especially if he's able to get this gank off on a Sing Sing. Plasmafield's not going to see him, but Baby Knight's really weak.
Yeah, going to start the X, and the Oracle is here as well. Now Sing Sing caught in a rock and a very hard place. The Purifying Flames going to be enough to do, well, enough damage to knock him out, so. Or you can hear his grumbling under his voice. You know, whenever I cast Sing Sing, I always imagine him from his streams, just muttering under his breath and like, who ganks mid? And all that stuff. Like, why is everybody mid? Something like that.
I hear his stream persona is much different from his tryhard persona.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
I cannot confirm that.
I've met him in real life. Played some Dota back when he came to Singapore for one of the tournaments that we had here, and yeah, we brought him around, brought him to some and then the funny thing was Sing Sing, we offered to bring him around, and where he wanted to go was the land shop.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So
Yeah.
played lots of Dotes, and we got to play Sing Sing firsthand. It was pretty cool. It was really fun. Sometimes he's really try hard, and sometimes he's just as he is on stream, it's like he has all the really over, I don't know how you describe it, but the really loud oh my gods whenever things go wrong.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna see at max 1 Dragonlance for him this game.
Yeah, this game's super
Probably
rough
no
for
more than
Razor.
that.
But yeah,
still,
Baby Knight already
they do kill off Sing Sing, but he's doing pretty well in the lane without needing that much help. But Baby Knight, now that he has the Ring of Aquila, now that he has the extra Wraith Band, his damage is starting to be comparable to the Razor, and he has that finishing move in the Assassinate as well. So
he's a little bit far out. There's an X mark as well. I think it's a kill with X mark, to be honest. There was no one to really bail him out. Sexy Bambo was still quite far away. They could at least have harassed him back, but not wanting to take the risk, they will actually back off there. Oh, Sexy Bambo getting charged up upon. The repel is going to come. The first hit crit there. Sexy Bambo has to be careful to jump forward. The magic stick is going to bail him out. Now Ace might have overdived there for this gank. The disruption will start. Another Shadow Poison stack. There are 2 poisons now and a purification. There we go. There we go. Trying to bail his carry out. Rise using that Fate's Edict, but it's not gonna stop you from not gonna stop the power of omniscience. Omniscience. Okay, I got Dota relation all wrong now. Damn it. I usually can say
either way, he just got purified because he tried to dive an Omni Knight under a tower.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure why you want to do that, like, ever, but he decided that would be a good move, and it turns out it wasn't. They're gonna try again, and this time he's much further away. They do take off the repel with the Fate's Edict, and now Bambo's in a really rough spot. He can Arcane Boot TP, but that's not gonna save him. Purify, still not dead, but still far from living. Although with the jukes.
Yeah,
with the
Sexy
jukes.
Bambo. Oh no, block my own creeps.
No.
Ah, well. Purification was almost coming off cooldown there. I could have turned it with the mango, but PA's crits have been pretty huge there so far. Sing Sing already forced back into the jungle because of the assassinate spam. But he tried to get a rune down the bottom lane. He will find an arcane rune. That's gonna be helping out with the plasma field spam, which would be nice.
Alright, so one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of Razor is because you have to get to a really good early game start and then keep riding that advantage to continue dominating the lane. He got to that start, yes, and now he's 600, 700 gold behind Baby Knight because he's unable to actually constantly pressure the sniper. This is why Razor up against sniper is just, in the beginning, like in levels 1 through 3, it's fantastic. Now he's not going to be able to easily get close enough to even static link Baby Knight in lane, so he has to abandon mid, and that's not a good thing ever. He's going to try to go for PA, who's a little bit more abusable, but Rise is here also with the disarm, so this is not going to be incredibly easy.
There is no ultimate for the Oracle yet, so if they're going to make a move, this is the time. And Sing Sing's going to start there. Ace is very low. He took a Purify hit, and now Ace going to get a huge Plasma Field knock here. Ace gonna have to play it careful there, but Baby Knight is here with his sniper. Sing Sing getting hit. There's that purification to bail him out. The Shadow Demon already down for the count, and Rise gonna just blow up the Razor. Razor just really doesn't do enough in these fights. I mean, he has to run up close. The static link has to be there, and the repel is gonna end soon. They're gonna charge up the torrent. Oh, the repel gonna do a little bit of damage, but not enough there. I feel like Bambo is really trying to stretch the limit of his hero, but still, it's Omni Knight. You can only go so far on Omni Knight.
Shout out to Ace living through that plasma field with 8 HP. Obviously, all calculated by him.
Raindrops,
but we're talking a lot about this top lane, this mid lane. This bottom lane's also here. It's Hestajo who's doing pretty much Darkseer things up against a absolutely free farming Bone 7. There's been absolutely zero pressure going towards that Morphling, and usually that's just going to be a great thing for the Kaipi squad. It needs to be this good. They're going to jump in towards Rise. Moon's able to grab a very quick Link Dagger, but Rise is not going to die to that.
Yet. Yeah.
Purifying Flames.
This is why you get... Oh, plasma field! Oh no, that was close. But okay, they get him now. But this is why you sometimes maybe want to opt for
now they're going bottom.
in flame break. They actually dived the Kunko as well, so they got him. But meanwhile, Morphling goes down to the PA. I bet crits were involved there, to be honest.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And we talked about zero pressure, and right after that, he gets ganked.
That's the bad part about Morphling up against PA is that you morph strength to survive, and then you end up with no armor. Then you just get crit for like 1,000,000 damage, and you die anyway. So, yeah, not much you could do about that. But they pressure the Morphling, trade away him for an Oracle, not quite good enough. Mid lane is still devoid of heroes, so Baby Knight is having a free roll, and they're going for Bamboo now. Repel shouldn't save him here.
Oh wow, these
yep, that'll do it.
crits. And that's just PA, you know? Just throw daggers until you get a crit and then go in.
Or just go in anyway, because it's an Omninet who's alone.
That is true. He's gone for Vlad's, okay.
Radiant's middle
Vlad's
tower
first
is
PA.
under attack.
It's not common, but it can be done.
Yeah.
More used to the
It's not like a
build.
super weird build, especially in this game. Going up against like the threats, Razor and Morphling, like this armor is not going to be irrelevant. In the early game, it gives her more damage. It kind of just easily makes her spam out those stifling daggers. You don't need a lot of mana regen for that, but now she has infinite mana, so yeah, this is a pretty good build right now.
Dagger. Yep, there we go. Oh no, that's the Oracle for you. Always gonna be there to build things out, and I think you only have to go for Oracle. But Ace is now gonna dagger up. Bat Rider. I see the charge up here from the sniper, still holding back on the assassinate, not using it just yet. The boat is here, it's gonna land. Kuhn's gonna get disrupted out, but Sexy Bamboo in the end is still gonna be the one that pays. And Fluff and Stuff, unknowing to him, he does not know there is a observer ward that's gonna be keeping tabs on him as well. So they lose 3 heroes for nothing. And the score is now 3-10. Imperial just walking over them in this draft, even more so than game 2. At least game 1. They had some kind of defense that they put up with the Tidehunter Ravages. They were hitting kills at some point, but this game is just rough all around.
They don't have a Ravage or Black Hole or RP or anything to bank on. They have to just handle the Phantom Assassin and Sniper when they come in, and that is almost entirely up to the Razor and to the Bat Rider. You gotta lasso them and hope that sticks. Gotta static link them and stay nearby. That's pretty much impossible, and Sing Sing is going to be on the receiving end again.
He's just in this room, so he will survive this.
Okay.
Yeah. But the one reason I can see the PA going Vlads here, apart from all the stats and armor, is also because the lifesteal that combos well with the Oracle. Because being able to get burst of heal is going to be double. Any burst of heal he gets from crits are going to be doubled for the healing, and this can keep him alive a lot longer. And these little things matter. It's almost the same concept as the Death Prophet with the Oracle ultimate, where you do the Siphon Soul thing, and with the Oracle's ultimate you heal for double, so you almost never die at the end of it.
Yeah, I mean PA doesn't really need a lot to do a lot of damage, as we've already seen. Just casual 200, 300 crits, 10 minutes into the game, nice, fair, and balanced. So you can afford to go for these more utility stat survivability items, and you'll still be doing a lot of damage just because of how powerful her ultimate is. And Imperial are not letting up. They have an advantage. You might as well keep killing them and keep gaining that advantage. Baby Knight might get jumped here, but he's got the Dragon Lance already, so he's not easy to get to.
They're doing the jumping. Imperial, oh, they find Bone 7. They put on the gloves. This is gonna hurt. Bone 7 gets pulled back in. The assassinate, is it there? Fluff and Stuff maybe banishes Morphling. There is a replicate to keep things alive. The purification coming in. Sexy Bamboo gets first hit. Crit again. He has to be very careful here. Ace looking for another crit. Plasma Field doing damage. Sapping damage from the sniper. Sing Sing getting pulled back. Neuer taking damage. Bone 7 punches him with that Death Strike. And now the Lace coming in onto that PA. But the ship is going to land on 2. Kills the Omni Knight and the Bat Rider. Shadow Demon banishes himself. Escape from his problems. But he's going to go down another crit. I mean, that was just for show. But those crits coming out is just going to be demoralizing at this point. They tried to get the kills in, but Razor just puts out too little damage, too slowly. And it's 3-13. Yeah. I know Kaipi had Twitch favorites, but this is looking rough. I gotta keep an eye on Imperials. They're an impressive team.
that was even like Ace getting super unlucky in the beginning of the fight. I don't know how many times he hit the Morphling. Must have been like 8 times at least. 0 crits. So maybe saving his RNG, maybe just never lucky baby rage. But either way, the Morphling was like taking shots the entire time there, and yeah, kind of just distracting away from everyone. But that was even a fight where Kaipi are able to steal 100 plus damage away from the enemy sniper. That's the ideal scenario for the Razor. It literally doesn't get better than that. And they still cannot get any kills because the Razor just doesn't have enough offensive support in order to go in, because Bone 7 is a Morphling who doesn't have any items yet. And, I mean, Morphling 15 minutes in won't have any items. So even with that plus 100 damage, I guess 200 damage swing, they're unable to get any kills on Imperial.
And Lincoln's a Morphling isn't exactly a power spike. You have so many Lincoln disablers that it's not even worth picking up, I feel. I don't know, maybe you get it for the stats because Morphling needs it. But I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Oh boy, Sexy Bamboo. There, I told you, the purge actually works. So he purged his PA to remove the repel, and Sexy Bamboo gets shot in the head. So Baby Knight. Yeah. So now we know the interaction actually works that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But purging the PA,
so yeah,
very quick
now
thinking that
it seems like Ace is saving all of his RNG from crits to kill off Omni Knight. Like that seems like Omni Knight's always on the receiving end of that. So yeah, you don't want to be Omni Knight. He doesn't have GA either, which would actually do quite a bit up against the Sniper PA right now.
Well, Ace is about to get his Diffusal Blade. I think he's just skipping it because of the Oracle. Now it feels even more silly that they drafted Omni Knight after the Oracle. I mean, it was a first pick Oracle, so you gotta know that the Purge was there. Oracle is often picked for his Purge anyway, because of no, not always picked for his Purge, but he's also sometimes picked for his Purge against the Ember Spirit. So
I mean, I'm just surprised that people pick Omni Knight.
Slacks is
not
offended.
really. I mean, Omni Knight's good.
Across the world, you just triggered Slacks.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sorry, Slacks, but in this game, it's definitely not.
It was not the hero. I'm leaning more to a misclick because that was a weird draft.
Oh. What was it? Was like 3rd pick Omni Knight, right? It was Shadow
so
Demon,
weird.
Batrider Omni.
I mean, I'm not a pro player, but I can kind of guess it's the wrong idea. So.
What was there at that point for Imperial? They had Oracle. That was like Omni in response to a PA.
Yeah, it felt like a block pick, but it's still pretty weird. It's a 4th pick Omni Knight, so
You get GA, and PA is pretty bad once that happens, usually. But you know, now we have Diffusal Blade. It just seems like the benefits of Omni Knight are so incredibly narrow that in general, it's going to be better picking up a different defensive-oriented hero.
I mean, anything else, even a Lion would have sufficed. Better. It would have done better for Sexy Bamboo. He can roam better with it. An Axe, a Greedy Axe, Earthshaker, Earth Spirit. So many heroes that Sexy Bamboo wishes he was playing now. I mean, look at him. This guy's just built aggressive.
And there's no one to be aggressive on. Like, you can't get close to... The only hero you can actually get close to and stay close to is perhaps the Oracle. Maybe the Kunkka. But everyone else is like, they'll just blink away or surge away or just have a million attack range, so they'll see you coming, you can't get close enough. So Omni Knight isn't able to do that. So Imperial with this Aegis can probably force down any tower they want. The Sniper spent his gold, but if he gets any sort of damaging item at all, then there we go. It's a damaging item, Shadow Blade. Then yeah, towers are just gonna melt.
Yeah, they can't even jump on the Sniper. There's just too much in the way of it. There's even the Ghost Ship to make it really hard to kill PA, and now she has a Diffusal Blade. We expected this build up to be coming out from Ace, and Imperial looking to continue this win streak because this is looking really hopeless. We're looking at the pie score right now, guys. 3-1-4.
And in the meantime, Kaipi are, I don't even, warding the enemy base. Sometimes that's good. In this game, when you're being sieged at tier 2s, it's not good.
Fluff and stuff. Yep, yes, it's dropped himself, and that means he did.
Crit? Oh, doesn't need a crit.
Oh, and even the Bad Rider gets caught as well. Dagger's gonna come, and it's a crit, of course. Of course. She even laughs. She knows. Like,
so, yeah, the Observer Ward at the Dire base. Is it gonna do anything, do you think?
Snipe Career. I don't know.
I think it's literally doing nothing for their
Both
entire
7?
game.
Yep. Gonna chase that Morphling down to crits again. Morphling goes with the purification. And both 7's running. He knows he's in trouble here. Ace burning his mana away. Burning all that mana. He's getting purged up. Both 7 crit. Down he goes. Sexy Bambo. He knows he's dead. It's like, okay, let me live, please. Repel. That, yeah, he saves the crits. He does. But I mean, even without the crits, they're dead. It just makes you feel worse about it. It just feels bad, man.
Shout out to the Radiant Observer Ward in the Dire base right now. That's going to provide them some very valuable intel. Observer Wards.
Yeah, he's trying to find his purpose in life.
In this game for Kaipi, just because once you see them coming, they're already in range of you. So yeah, you're pretty screwed. But you got to like put up a nice defensive wall of Observer Wards near and around the mid lane. Like anything else is just kind of useless. But they're losing all their towers now, and they can't stop this.
Yeah, this ward looks as confused as you are. So. Well, we'll see. Neuer Ada Lens, so his only job is to catch people out of position. And Neuer has done just that with a Ada Lens level 4 X mark the spot. If you look at range, pretty absurd.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Have the mech, have the Oracle with the buckler?
Yeah.
Wait, what? So
Crimson God.
Oracle has a buckler.
Crimson God, deny. Oh, they X Sing Sing. They're gonna repel him. Sexy Bambo, don't walk into the boat. Okay. Walk into the boat. Ace, gonna get the dagger crit. Nope. It's gonna be blocked out there by the repel. Bottom lane, lasso onto Baby Knight. Shadow
They have no
Blade. Invulnerable. Invisibility is invulnerability. I don't think they saw the Shadow Blade yet though, in all fairness.
Well, they get nothing. They get the tower. But they lose the tower of their own, so it's kind of like an even trade there. We could call that, I guess, okay for Kaipi, but now that there's no lasso, Imperial, there's a small window of time here where they could do whatever they want. I don't even know what this Oracle is building. Like, Crimson Guard isn't good up against Kaipi. It's really, really mediocre. But it almost seems like it doesn't matter. Just
it's
a
for
value
the
arm item. Sure, why not?
Back when the compendium was there, could be for a quest. But I mean, maybe it's just a miscommunication. Oracle is really good with mech. So we'll see. D2CL, I'm sure he would have been happy to not go for mech. I don't think they expected this game to go as well that the Oracle could get a mech that early. And now Kaipi, I hope they see this one coming. Yeah, they do. They just portal out of there. But Imperial, they're looking to put the nails in the coffin now. It's 3-18. And Kaipi are not tapping out just yet. They're just gonna take their licks and keep pushing on. Bone 7 is still a Morphling after all, so there is this thing that Morphling does that can ruin lives. Needs that E-Blade though.
Yeah, if they had like a mid lane Juggernaut or something from Kaipi, then they would be in a pretty good spot. But a mid lane Razor, when this game pushes on, is not going to be getting substantially stronger. Nothing near compared to a sniper. Especially a sniper that's already ahead and has decided now to go for Maelstrom. So he's got a very, very diverse set of damage coming out from him. A good mix of physical and magical. Sing Sing can't compete up against that. Like, he just can't farm as fast as a sniper at this point. Can't take objectives as fast. It's
I feel like Kaipi's issues, well, is that they have this rare thing called a position 1 captain, Bone 7. It does say that he's the drafter in the drafting phase, so, and usually you see captains play the number 4 row so that they have time to survey the map, make calls and everything. But when you're doing carrying, you need to focus on last hits, you need to focus on your hero, and captaining makes that very difficult. It's back when Envy used to be the captain of his team. He was playing the first position as well and didn't really work out for him because he was not able to read the map calmly and make the right calls for his team. So could be the similar problem here.
I'm not actually sure if he's... I mean, there's a difference between like captain as in picking the heroes and captain as in
the
shot
caller. Yeah. I mean,
it
I'm
may
just
not
inferring from the
shots.
positioning. Who do you think calls the shots? Fluff? Maybe? He's the
Fluff has experience in calling shots, but I don't know if he is the one. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know who's calling the shots, so it may not be that case. But if it is, yeah, you don't want your carry to do that.
Well, we'll see. Bone 7, gonna be repelled up. It's gonna jump out of there. So, for now, Sexy Bamboo, he's building to an Ills. Oh no, Shadow Demon once again. Going for warding, probably. Getting caught by a ward of the enemies and getting brought down by a DPA. Now, godlike. I feel like Ace has gotten so many kills from these series.
9, 1, and 7 is a pretty good score. Kaipi don't have great high ground defense. Their Bat Rider is nowhere nearby, so the gates are
Oh
open.
wow, PA going in.
X marks out.
Yep.
Easy, no risk, free damage.
Gets first hit crit on the Morphling as well.
Dire's bottom tower
That's gotta
is
send
under
some
attack.
panic his way. And now he's gonna prime his crit. No crit so far. Alright, the next one is gonna be supercharged. That's like 3-4 hits. Oh, never mind.
With the double damage, but it's probably going to go into Roche. Like, that's just what Imperial are waiting for. There's no real pressure being applied to them. They're getting more farm faster than Kaipi. They can afford to wait for Roche, and Ace can probably solo it. Or solo Sing Sing. There we go.
Okay, he's just got his BKB. This is not where he wants to be. The assassinate is there. Sing Sing gets bashed by the dagger. Oh man, he's gonna be so mad. But now, Noya.
My waters rise.
Still
Dire's
waiting.
top tower is under attack.
Waiting for that
Unstable-
E-Blade.
Actually,
2005 now,
Unstable
but-
Current purged off of the dagger and got rid of the DD.
Oh wow.
That is a thing that happens.
Yeah. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. It's very easy to forget that that effect is also a
And
purge.
that's why Razor is kind of a nice niche counter to Legion Commander as well, because usually she pops the buff and then tries to duel you and she loses the buff.
It just adds to his tankiness. Like, hitting him with spells is very, very unattractive.
Dire's top
But
tower
sometimes
is
it's not
under
worth
attack.
getting over the link.
Fall into the dire.
Mhm.
Dire's structures
PA sometimes
are
doesn't care.
fortified.
She has a purge of her own.
Oh, look for
Oh,
Sniper.
bone 7.
Yeah, the Lincoln's is gonna block the X Mark. The Bat Rider is gonna be in the zone here. Bone 7 gonna port out in time. I think the X Mark was in position though, to be honest. Oh wow, Fluff and Stuff disappears. And Sing Sing getting disrupted there. I'm not even sure what the disruption was about. And Baby Knight could have stopped that TP with an assassinate though.
And now we got Bat Rider on the top lane hiding while the Omni Knight dies.
What's he doing?
I mean, Kaipi are just spreading around the map.
Is he trying to snipe
It
a
looks
courier?
like they're trying to, like, you know, split push and make space and stuff. But what they're actually getting done is literally nothing. Like, they're just beating over kills. Imperial are getting the objectives, and Kaipi are buying space for, what, the Ethereal Blade Morphling? Can he can maybe shotgun some of these heroes down, but he's not going to survive afterwards because the defensive power of Ethereal Blade will just be purged off by the Diffusal Blade, and then he just dies to a crit. So,
Mike, one more to the
Radiant's
dream.
bottom tower is under attack.
One more.
the Dream.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the Dream.
Yep, we're gonna have some dreams here. Unless someone just clowns it up and feeds up the kill. There's gotta be some kind of joy that we bring to this crushing defeat of Kaipi, right? I feel like some teams just wait for that score before GGing out. So
I mean, sometimes, man, you just gotta go full meme. But, like, Ace gets an Abyssal Blade delivery, Baby Knight now has a Hurricane Pike. So even if you do get on top of him, it's not gonna be for long.
Ace going in, pick someone off and get out, maybe. X mark. E-Blade takes him down to half. Gets X'd out. Oracle will dispatch him up with some bandages and he'll be okay.
Radiant's bottom tower
That's, like,
is
all the
under
Morphling
attack.
can do. Like, that's pretty much the extent of his damage. Any right clicks will run into Blur. Any man fight will run into Abyssal Blade bashes. So they can trade Bone 7 for half of Ace's HP.
Oh yeah, that's
With
the thing about Sniper as well. You can't fall behind a Sniper because he's the perfect siege engine. Oh wow, Morphling getting that denier now. Okay, Bat Rider going in onto the key target. That is the Oracle. He's going to try and build things out. Oh, Ace dropping low. The Greaves keeping things alive for now. Guardian Angel going to be deployed there by Sexy Bamboo. Keeps the team alive for now. But Sexy Bamboo going to be hit by a dagger. Is it going to crit? No, it will not. The hits come out onto the PA. He's going to be healed up by his buddy Rise. And Ace about to hit full health now. Still no one dying on either team, but the ultimates are used there. Kaipi will have their ultimates expire.
There's no wall.
Bambo getting first hit bash there. The disruption will bail him out. Sexy Bambo will die. It will banish the Bat Rider. Keep him alive a little bit. Ace zapping away his damage there. He's losing all his damage. He'll get brought out by the Oracle. Safe for now. The Purge is on him. So do a little bit of damage. He has lost 136 though. But meanwhile, Baby Knight is going to town. So we did have our dream. Bone Sever gets bashed before he gets out of there with his replicate. And now this Rex is going down. Kaipi have yet to score a kill. They tap out. They know it's done. And I'm going to pin it on that Omni Knight pick. That was so bizarre. And I mean, it was already rough to fight against Imperial. They had some really good team coordination. They had some good ganks. And Baby Knight is weird mid-hero picks. But still, that Omni Knight pick just hurt to watch.
I mean, it is, I guess, kind of easy to say Omni Knight the problem, and it wasn't the best environment for the Omni Knight, but Imperial just played so well around what Kaipi had. Like, the Baby Knight Sniper got off to an early disadvantage. Not a big deal. Stayed the course and ended up outlaning Sing Sing. The top lane was going very well for Imperial. They had a Darkseer who was, getting farm on the bottom lane also, kind of a little more of a quiet hero there, but for Kaipi, they just couldn't be assertive at all. And then they were just at the mercy of the PA. Like, they didn't have any good stuns or answers to her at all that actually came through. They have Static Link, they have Disruption, they have Lasso. None of it seemed to be casted, and none of it seemed to work.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like Kaipi went on a cooking show and they got all the best ingredients, but they didn't know how to make a soup, So just really bad. I don't know,
sure.
and I don't know. The Omni Knight is like a bad piece of meat or something. It's just so weird. The Omni Knight pick there, it was out of nowhere, and they get punished. Imperial still can't take any away from them. They did really good in the game. 5-0 on Baby Knight, 10-1 on Ace. It's definitely a team to look out for. I mean, with a lot of the fan favorites being knocked out of this tournament already, I have my eye on Imperial to go really far. I think Friends might challenge them a little bit. Friends will put up a good fight against them. Flip side as well, which might be their next competitor. But our next series is actually delayed, so we're not sure how the brackets will be affected. But those games will be in 2 days' time, so it will be this Saturday. Yeah, it will be on Saturday. So the next series that is scheduled for later actually will be delayed and pushed to Saturday. We have Alternate versus Friends will be pushed to Saturday. So tomorrow we'll have what games tomorrow?
Nothing, right?
Is there a break tomorrow? I think tomorrow might be Pro Dota versus Flipside. Maybe they push forward the game.
They didn't. It's not on the schedule. I don't see that, so I don't think anything's confirmed now, but it might be.
Okay, so assuming games happen, it will be Pro Dota versus Flipside. But guys, if you want to stay tuned with how the Dota 2 Champions League is going to be run, you can go follow them on Twitter at D2CL League, and you can follow me. I'm Lysander Zenora, and this is Mike Loris. Our name's on the top right corner in the stream title as well, so you can follow us there. Drop us your comments, your feedback, and we'll be happy to read through them. Mike, do you have any last words for this series, or did we cover most of it already?
Imperial are pretty good, so I think that they're pretty much, regardless of who wins the alternate Friends game, the favorites.
Yeah, Imperial are looking
by a good margin.
Pretty nasty, and I've heard that Baby Knight used to come from StarCraft as well, so
it's true.
That is cool, because I always recognized that name from watching StarCraft in my early days. I started watching StarCraft.
I think he's
first.
Actually the only StarCraft player. There used to be
this guy that played with Malini. What's his name? This Korean guy. Wait, is it? Yeah.
Dignitas, right? He played on Dignitas.
Yeah, Dignitas. I know he got Malini really
Select.
Yeah, Select. Yeah, that guy. But yeah, all right. We'll not deviate anymore from the topic. We are gonna hop out of here. It's a 2-0. And a well-deserved one at that. So Imperial will take the game over Kaipi and knock them out of the tournament. Hope to see them more in the future. And a big shout out to Epic Esports Events as well as Face It for running D2CL. I'm Lysander, this is Mike. We're signing off for tonight. And see you guys tomorrow or the following day. Much love and Kappa. Be nice to one another. Good night.